Welcome back, everybody, to Angels Franchise. Here in season number 4 in the month of May, we started out pretty good at 18-11, sitting behind the Athletics right now at 22-7, the favorite to actually win the division. Mariners down at 10-20, the defending champs, already 12.5 games back, but we're only 30 games into the season, so you know for sure that they are going to be around. But look at the Astros, 17-13, playing pretty well so far this season. So what I want to do to start off is I'd like to quickly get through the month of May because I want to really see what this team can do because we have high expectations. We think we can compete for a division. I think we can get back to the playoffs. We should be at least a wild card team, the talent this team has. If we can't get to the playoffs with this talent, something is really, really wrong. Now, we do have a couple injuries, and that's pretty big to start. Logan Henderson will be back shortly. He started off the season pretty well, pitching very good. So far in 4 starts, he's 2-0 with a 2.38 ERA and a 1.15 whip. Very good. So that's a great start for Logan Henderson, who made the rotation in spring. But Peyton Tolley, I would say probably the best pitcher on this staff. He's out for another maybe 1 to 2 months. So that really hurts. So we really need, Gregory Alford's going to probably up here. It might stay up here because we do have a roster spot. So even when Logan Henderson returns, I think that's fine. He can probably just sit in the bullpen, and I'm perfectly fine with that. But George Klassen really has to get going. I mean, he's 3-1, but that shows you wins and losses don't mean anything because that ERA and whip, awful. We only got the first start from Tyler Bremner. So we'll see what these guys can do. I mean, we'll see if we can hold it down. But the lineup we obviously have going right now, Murakami's hitting 346 with 9 home runs. Gunnar, 282. He's been slow to start, but I expect him to pick it up. I mean, Trout's on a cold streak, but still hitting 280, 10 home runs, 24 RBI. Mayo, Nicky Hoover's now to a 306 average and 7 RBI. So everybody, except maybe Enrique Bradfield Jr. starting to struggle at the moment. But everybody else, very good. Even on the bench, I mean, Rodriguez only has 24 at bats. But Luis Pena, 281 average, 4 home runs, 8 RBI. Got to get Kyron Paris up there. So it's great to see. Yeah, this lineup, one of the best in baseball. We just have to stay healthy. Hopefully our pitching holds up. So that's why I want to see what we can do here going through the month of May. And it's a tough schedule. I mean, if you take a look at it, we'll finish off here against the Blue Jays. But you get down here, you take on the Dodgers, one of the best in baseball. The Athletics twice. So you got 7 games versus the Athletics. Padres not playing well, but they got the Mariners in there, and it's still the Mariners. So tough way to finish that the month. So this will be a really good test for us. So I think what we'll do is probably just sim through this month and then see what happens. I really wouldn't mind getting close to the All-Star break today as well. We'll see if that happens. I don't know. I'd like to get into a game against the Athletics. That series here before the break is something I probably would love to get into. But let's get it going. Let's just get it going. See where we go. I think I'm going to get to all the way down probably to the first series against the A's and see where it goes. So we're just going to sim through the weeks here and see what happens. All right, we've reached that date, and let's go through this really quickly. We lose those games against Toronto. We sweep the Twins, but then we come back and we lose 2 out of 3 to Toronto. Milwaukee's going to take, we're going to take 2 out of 3 from them, but then we get swept by the Dodgers. Not a good start there from Trevor Rogers. And I'm trying to take a look. I want to see George Klassen start here. He went 5 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned, 2 walks, 5 Ks. His ERA is right now at 5.57, which was lowered. But Trey Gregory Alford, you can see that ERA to 9.64. Not good. So right now it's down to an 8.03 with a 1.78 whip and 12 and a third innings pitched. I mean, not very good here in the last few weeks. So I probably will just straight send him down. Logan Henderson is back, still pitching well. Klassen's probably stayed here for now. Look at Tyler Bremner just keeping it up. A couple more starts, 22 innings pitched so far with an ERA under 1, whip still to 1.10. Love to get him a victory. But I think Gregory Alford, I think we just have to send him back down. Elmer Rodriguez is not ready yet. I mean, the whip's not bad, but ERA is a little bit elevated. Look at CJ Gray pitching decently. Dylan Jordan, I mean, I'm starting to get a real idea that he might be a guy that we might want to think about giving a shot. Maybe at the end of the season in September call-ups. And Steve Taylor's pitching well. Dylan Jordan, is he going up at all? No. Should be. But either way, I think for sure Unfortunately, Trey Gregory offered. He had his chance here, and we're going to move him down. And we'll stick with a 25 on the roster. That's fine. I think, I mean, we're going to have to put him in the rotation, I would think, right? But who do you take out here? I mean, I don't want to take out Rodriguez. Let's just move him down here. And then he's just going to, right now, he's going to be the wrong relief. So, as I'm looking at it, I know he's going up, and I get it. But he has a P potential. He's starting to go up a little bit. If we have to make a trade, Trey Gregory Alford is a guy that could be a possibility for a trade, bait in the sense. We'll see. But yeah, getting swept by the Dodgers, not good. We're sitting 24-19. But the Athletics have fallen back. Well, they were 22-7, so they've dropped off a lot. The Mariners sitting in last place, but they've gotten a little better. But we're only a game and a half out of first place, so everybody's kind of bunched together. The Rangers have really made an improvement there. So I think we continue to sim on throughout the month. Like I said, big series here against the Athletics. This will be huge, especially this 4-game set at home. So I think let's just sim through the rest here, see where we sit. So right now, obviously 24-19 with the remaining 13 games left here in the month. Hopefully we can finish it out well. Big division games. So let's take a look and see what happens there. All right, we finished out the month. And you can see, we ended up sweeping the A's in the first series. George Klassen had a really good start. He went 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 walks, 6 Ks, gets the win there. And then we ended up sweeping them. But then we come back and lose 2 or 3 to the Padres. And then we lose 2 or 3 to the Mariners. And now we just split with the Athletics. Now, Tyler Bremner gets the win in this game. Gunnar Henderson and a home run, Kyron Paris. But Bremner's been outstanding. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, didn't allow anything. He did walk 4, strikes out 5. But his ERA is at a 1.96. So I want to take a look at this, what he is doing here so far. So Tyler Bremner, so far, 36 2/3 innings. He's only allowed 2 home runs, 35 Ks, 1.96 ERA at the 1.31 WHIP. WAR is right now at a 0.7. FIP at a 3.6. He has been fantastic. That is great to see because obviously we're waiting to see when Peyton Toley's going to come back. But great to see that. And George Klassen, I would have to say, has improved. ERA is still elevated at a 5.07. I mean, his strikeout rate is still good. I mean, he's only had 19 walks and 55 innings pitched. He just needs to, he's just getting hit up. I mean, let's take a look at WAR. I mean, it still has a positive WAR. Zach Gallen with a 1.2 so far has been good. Logan Henderson has been a great surprise. He's really maintained his spot in the rotation and been one of the best pitchers in the rotation. So that is awesome to see. But yeah, we just waiting for Peyton Toley to come back. But Klassen, all right, we'll see. Because right now we're going to run out of spots. Because I think Bremner has kind of taken the spot of George Klassen. So when Toley comes back, I think Klassen more than likely moves to the bullpen. But if we take a look position player-wise, see what we're doing. You have Murakami leading us right now with 14 home runs. Trout with 12. Kobe Mayo's on fire. He's got 11. Him and Trout on fire. Gunnar with 10. Kind of slow. Nicky Hoover slowed up a little bit. Same thing with Chase DeLauder. Paula is struggling with a 206 average. He's got a 254 on base with a 605 OPS. Don't like to see that, and Luis Pena has really cooled off. We're not really getting much from the bench guys. And DeLauder's, he still has a 302 on base with a 770 OPS. I'm going to take a look over here. So you can see Murakami leading us, but Pena, Brujan has really struggled. He's kind of went back to probably what he really was. DePaula right now has a negative WAR. So definitely not the trend I want to see. We go down here. I want to go down to AAA just to see what everybody's doing down here. Blaze Alexander, 11 home runs. Jackson with 6. How about average-wise? Tucker Flint right now leading. I thought this lineup could be very good down here, but it doesn't seem to be doing as much as I thought it was going to do. Now, Cavadas has 803 OPS and Jeremiah Jackson with 800. So there's a good, I think right now what I'm thinking is maybe we bring up Jeremiah Jackson and then Brujan will probably send down Eric Boucher, our draft pick, really struggling. 7.95 ERA in 11 innings while issuing 6 walks in the month of May. Not good. Not good at all. Now, I think Brujan he has no options, so he'll probably just hit. But that's fine. I think we got everything we got out of Vidal Brujan. He was a great kind of, waiver wire pickup. It worked for us. I just don't think it's going to work here. So we're going to send him. Yeah, we're going to have to designate him for assignment. And then I think we just bring back up Jeremiah Jackson and bring him up to the big leagues. And I think that works. If he clears waivers, fantastic. I'm not sure if he will. But I think Jackson's just going to give us a little more off the bench at the moment. And we'll try that. So let's take a look at these standings real quick at the end of May. So we're 31-25. Not as good as I thought it was going to be. We're only a game out of first place. I get that. This division maybe is a little weaker than it was really thought it was going to be. I mean, 4-6 in our last 10. Right now, 13-10 in our division. Run differential is still positive. That's really good. But it's really close. It's really close. Red Sox are 40-17. Man, they look really good. We do have a lead in the wild card at the moment, but look how close. I mean, getting into the summer, this is very close. And the Diamondbacks are 40-15. That's the Diamondbacks right there with the best team in baseball. I mean, you're 40-15. You're 25 games over 500, and you only have a 3-game lead because the Dodgers are 37-18. Not that far behind you. Yeah, this is a really good team, the Diamondbacks. Very good. So I think we just continue to sim on here. Because like I said, I want to get as close as we possibly can to the All-Star break. I don't think we'll get into like the draft or anything, but I want to probably finish off taking on the A's. But now getting into the month of June, if we can jump into games, I will definitely jump into the game for sure. I think maybe... I actually wouldn't mind a start with George Klassen. Maybe not against the White Sox, but they have been playing better. They're 29-27. I always try to find teams I have yet to really play or really get into. So maybe it is against Chicago because we play Cleveland, obviously, in the maybe Arizona. Maybe we get down to Arizona. They're the best team in pretty much them in Boston. So that would be interesting to get into a series against the Diamondbacks. So I think let's sim down to this Arizona series and get into one of these games against the Diamondbacks. I'm hoping Bremner or possibly, George Klassen will be starting one of these games. So I'd like to pitch with one of those. Maybe we can get into a start with former Diamondback, Zach Gallen. Because we haven't pitched with Gallen yet, obviously an acquisition in the offseason. So maybe that'll be the play. Let's just continue to sim on here. All right, 3-game set against the White Sox. Oh, we got to get the lineups, obviously, since we brought Jeremiah Jackson back up. Caden Wallace is hitting 277. Why is Davivillo not in there? Why is Gustavo Campero at catcher? That is not what I want at all. Sometimes they just mess with your lineups. Walton's hitting 267. Let's just put Caden Wallace in. And let's move Joshua Lugo up a little bit. I think that'll work. Don't really know if that really makes that much of it. It's just at bats, obviously. Yeah, I don't know why Gustavo Campero is playing. I don't know why he's at catcher. And yeah, let's see what he hits against lefties. He hits lefties better, so that's kind of strange, but it works. So we're going to put Walton there. Actually, let's take a look at our top pick, too. John Morin, I didn't even check him out yet, but 311, 6 home runs, 30 RBI. He is hitting the ball really well. That is great to see. Look at Rodriguez, 342 average, killing it. Abe Comer struggling. Same with Palencia. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, we'll have to probably think about getting into a game here with John Morin. I'd like to get Roger Hearn in there, but he's struggling. Yeah, man, wow. That is great to see. He is going up. I mean, he's only, 18 years old. Right now, number 34 prospect in the top 100. But he is playing very good. But let's get rid of the series first against Chicago. Going to lose again. Back-to-back 4-3 losses. I'll get into some scouting here. I am not going too much into scouting right now just due to the fact that, honestly, I don't know if we'll even see one of these guys that we draft. You know, will they make the big leagues in time? I don't know. So we're just going as quickly through this, I would think, right now. Let's move this off there. Yeah, he didn't move up either. But we still have to figure out who we're going to take at number 19 because we still could hit somebody really good here at number 19. That'll be the real question. I think I saw a closer, actually. Was he a relief pitcher or a closer? Where was he? Let's actually go to... Let's just go to all real quick. Go to all. So I was going through here, and he looked really crazy. Was it him? It was Britt Medina. I mean, this guy, 80 to 99 potential, 70 to 89 overall. Honestly, I'd pick him with our first pick. He's almost major league ready. So that could be a possibility. That could be somebody that could be in the majors right away for us. Because if you think about it, I mean, John Moran might be one of the last guys we could think, if we go like another couple years, I think he could possibly make the big leagues. Because the way he's hitting right now in Double-A, I think he has a real shot to get. We should probably be thinking about sending him up to Triple-A very shortly. I just don't know, you know, some of these guys, if they're even going to be around. That's going to be, you know, I mean, by the time we're done with this, are they going to even be in the big leagues? I don't know. And you can see we don't have a second round pick. So I think we got to look at a lot of guys maybe in the later rounds. Just see if we can find anything. Comes to that, I think reality when it comes to it is probably relievers. I think starters are just not going to be as valuable. I mean, they're going to be gone by the time you get here. But can we find maybe anybody? He doesn't look too bad. Johnny Bradbury. He would be an unranked guy. Same thing with Howie Martinez. Robert Montgomery could have decent potential. But right now, what I'm looking for is guys that are going to give us some impact right away. So maybe Andreas Gill. Let's take a look at him. And then let's look at some position players here. We've been looking at outfield. Watch this be the one draft where, like, look at Johnny Hackman. He looks very good. And, yeah, this will probably be the one draft where there's guys up top that are, like, fantastic, and we just miss out on it. Yeah, some of these position players later, I don't even know if they're going to be here. Like, he's more than likely gone. I mean, he could have some, like Max Derma could have some high potential. Because we're going to have to obviously draft guys. But I'm more trying to figure out who we're going to take in 19. But if that closer stays pat there, I think that's the guy we go with. Honestly. I don't see anybody else that would surpass him. Ken Davis doesn't look too bad. I mean, that dude looks like he's about 35 years old. I don't know what we're doing here with these scans. Look, it's like Eric Gagne, Casey Hoover. Man, there you go. Nicky Hoover's brother, right? That could be a thing. Nicky Hoover's brother. Let's take a look at him. Casey Hoover. All right, let's end this series. Let's get a win here against the Sox. And we're going to lose 7-6. So looks like Brad Keller blew that one. He's got a 6.7 ERA, so that's great. So we get swept by the Chicago White Sox. And now we get into a 3-game set here against the Reds. Right about 500. Bremner is on the mound. Bremner's going to lose, and we got a trade. Wyatt Langford is going to the Mets for Greg Buckley, Floyd Dietz, and Tyler Callahan. Man, wow. All right. Wyatt Langford, 294, 9 home runs. The Mets just upgraded there as Bremner is going to get beat. Logan Henderson on the mound. As Jackson Ferris is going to be out for 1 to 2 weeks. We'll just 15-day him. We're going to lose 6-3. So we've lost now 6 games in a row. We're just barely over 500. We are not playing good baseball. And we lose again. 4-1. We just got swept again. So I'll fix this rotation. Man, okay, this is not good. All right, we got to get a win. Can we get a victory against the Royals? We cannot. We lose again. We lose 3-2. We're 31-32. Can we end this losing streak? Come on, George Class, and have a great start for us. We finally end the losing streak with a 5-4 victory here against the Royals. But what is happening? Not a great start from Klassen. I mean, I'd never seen him go more than 6 innings. Crazy to see. I mean, this is going to be our pick. If he is around at 19, I'm telling you right now, Britt Medina is our pick. He could be an A potential, like an 80 overall. Lefty closer, got a 4-pitch mix, 4-seamer, changeup, cutter, slider. That's your guy. That's your number 1 pick right there at 19. It's crazy how they've really made closers. I just don't understand how they've made closers that much. I mean, there's not really a listing of closers when it really comes to draft in general. It's so strange. Andreas Gill, yeah, if he's around in the late, and that, he's not bad. I mean, he could be a 65 overall D potential, or he could be like a 68 overall C potential. Not bad for maybe for a 4th round pick. I think we just continue to look at Casey Hoover, see what he got. But I mean, I'm already good to go with our number 1 pick. I mean, that's crazy that he is that good. I'm just going to really look at relievers. I feel like relievers are just stacked when it comes to this draft. In this game, it's just insane. I mean, look at Dan Preston. He looks really good. It's wild to think about it. It really is. Yeah, I'm just going to keep looking at relievers. Maybe late, when we get to 125, we'll be on next. I mean, look at the potentials with all these relievers and closers. This should be your starting pitchers. Like in reality, it should be. It shouldn't be this many relievers have this much crazy potential, possibly crazy high overall. Tom Romero, I mean, he's just throwing gas. We're going to look at him. This could be a draft of all relievers. All right, let's come on, Tyler Bremner. 12-7 victory. Mayo, Hoover, Ohapi with home runs. Bremner gets beat up, but Tyler Holton comes in, settles it down, and we end up getting the victory 12-7. So we got swept by the White Sox just a week ago. Now we got a 3-game set on the road here against Chicago. So let's see what we can do here. And we're going to lose 7-6. I think Felix Bautista blew that game. A lot of home runs. He did. He allowed 4 earned in the bottom of the 9th. And the White Sox win 7-6. Not good. We'll come back with a victory. 7-3. Zach Gallen's going to get the win. And we're going to take 2 out of 3. Nice 10-win one there. 10-1 win. Murakami, 17. Same with Mike Trout. Gunnar Henderson already has 17 stolen bases. The problem is he already has 7 errors, and Murakami has 6. But Rogers gets the win. Peyton Toley's got to be close to coming back. All right, 2 of 3 from the White Sox. Let's see where we sit. And we are now 8 games back. The Athletics have been on fire. They have 9-1 in their last 10, and they're starting to take over this division. They have an 8-game lead. We are tied for the Astros with right now at the final wild card spot. And the Baltimore Orioles are 5.5 clear of the Jays. Well, technically us, but man, yeah, we got to start playing a little bit better here. It's just not seemingly working out. Let's take a look at some team stats. I want to take a look. Batting average, right now, man, not good. Where are we sitting? We are 25th in batting average. As for runs, our offense isn't doing as good as I thought it was going to be. 15th in runs, we're middle of the road. If you look at home runs, we're 9th. So we're just not getting on base. You know, we're not getting hits. We're not getting, seems probably walks. I'd have to, I want to see, let's go over to maybe, yeah, let's go to walks. Now we're 12th. So we're just not converting. I feel like we're just probably hitting solo home runs, and that's about it. How about strikeouts? We're 23rd in strikeouts. We've struck out a lot. We do have a lot of young batters on this team, but I feel like that's a normal thing in this day and age in baseball, a lot of strikeouts. How about fielding percentage and errors? We got it up there too. We're tied for 18th, yeah. Fielding's not as good as I thought it was going to be. If you look in fielding percentage, we're 20th. So we're struggling. We really are. ERA, team ERA right now, we're doing a little better than I thought. We're 12th. 12th at the moment. I mean, that's without Peyton Tolley. How about blown saves? Yeah, 14 blown saves this year. 14. Right there, that's a massive difference. You get at least half of those, and that's 7 more wins than you have. That's huge. So that's not what I mean, there you go. That's a huge difference. So we'll get to this 3-game set against Tampa, get through this 3-game set against Cleveland, and then get into this game against the Diamondbacks, who are 48-19. Klassen on the mound for us. It's a 5-5 ball game here in the top half of the 8th. Ohapi to the plate. Let's pop into this game. Also, thank you everybody out there for continuing to watching this franchise series. Just remember to hit that like button. Subscribe for more content. All right, Logan Ohapi. We got 2 out here in the 8th inning. I think we're going to continue this game regardless. No matter what happens here at this at-bat, this inning, even goes into the bottom half of the 8th tie, we'll get in some gameplay action. It's already been a little while. We haven't gotten in some gameplay yet. We're going to foul that one away. I love these Rays uniforms. I'm a big fan of them. I like them a lot. Look out there, first base coach. Watch out. All right, 1-2 count to Ohapi. Up the middle, that's going to get through for a base hit. Pena's going to score, and we're going to take the lead here in the top half of the 8th inning. Logan Ohapi comes through with a big 2-out hit. I don't know how we got a hold of that. Let's take a look at the bullpen real quick. I guess we get Will Vest up here. Scheduled to put him in this ball game. And here comes Enrique Bradfield Jr. So far, looks like he's 2 for 3 in this ball game. Take that down low for a ball. He's got a home run single. Average still sitting at 209. So not doing too well here. Have to pick it up. All right, 1-2 pitch here to Bradfield Jr. I'm going to challenge that call. I think that was a little bit too much inside. And I was right. That'll be overturned. I think after this game, let's take a look again at John Marin. If he's still hitting the ball well after, I mean, it's only been, a week and a half later. I think maybe we then go to it. As that is hit well, that's going to get down for extra bases. One will score. Here comes the second one. He'll be in there. And it's an 8-5 ball game as Enrique Bradfield Jr.'s had a fantastic game here today. Third hit, knocks in 2, and we got now a 3-run lead. I'll go to the pen. But yeah, I think for sure, if he's still hitting well, which he probably is, we'll move him up to AAA. And John Marin is going to be right there. He's going to be on the coattails of everybody else. I mean, top draft pick, performing well. DeWater also has a home run in this game. And that's hit. It's gonna get down for a hit. Enrique Bradfield Jr. will score. Man, what is happening in this ball game? I thought I was going to play out the entire game, but honestly, I don't think we will now. Now a 4-run lead. Hopefully we can hang on to this, but as you just saw, we have some of the most blown saves in baseball, so you never know. Murakami, man, look at that. 17 home runs, 27 RBI. So I think our bottom of the order is just not getting on base. And we saw it with Bradfield Jr.'s average. They're just not getting on for Murakami here at all. As we'll swing through that 97-mile-an-hour fastball. So he would be producing a little bit more. Just we have to get guys on base. We might have to switch up the lineup just a little bit. And we hold up there. First, I thought he was going to say we went there, but nice hold up. Can we continue this really good 8th inning? And Murakami, that'll get through for a base hit. Smacks that one through. So we're not done yet. I'll bring up hopefully Gunnar Henderson here. So Henderson to the plate. And Gunnar Henderson absolutely blasts us to center field. Gone. Gunnar with a 3-run shot, and it's 12-5. See, how is our offense not producing like this? I know it happens, and on paper you see offenses a lot of the times, and you think this offense should really do a ton of damage. And this is what we should have been doing. The whole season should be like this, in my opinion. But Gunnar crushes that one out of here. And they go to the bullpen again. Well, we don't have to worry about a game now. I mean, when you throw a fastball right there, that's what I'm looking there first pitch. And he threw it. That time I wasn't looking and swung through. But Trout has a home run as well. 18 home run, 49 RBI on the season. I'd love to see him get in the All-Star game. Should have made it last year. He just got hurt at the wrong time. There's a ground ball. Up with it, over to first. That will be the inning. But we put 7 runs on the board. We take a 12-5 lead. And, yeah, let's just sim it out. I mean, hopefully, we'll hang on. Hopefully we didn't allow anything else. Hopefully it wasn't close. It ended up being 14-5. We ended up scoring 2 more there in the 9th. Klassen, 5 innings, 4 hits, 4 earned. Still he just cannot, get through that. He can't push through. He's going to be put in the bullpen here shortly when Tolley gets back. But he just cannot push through. All right, that's a big win there. So we've scored double-digit runs in the last 2 games. Game number 2 here against the Rays. And we're going to win 4-3. Peyton Tolley is back. Great to see. So let's get him in the rotation immediately. We're going to take Klassen out. We'll move him into the bullpen. I know Tolley struggled in a few starts this season, but now back. Great to see. Let's finish off scouting for this week. I mean, Hoover does not look very good. I think that was a mistake. Dan Preston, not bad. He's still probably going to be. I think we just finish that out, see what's going on there. I think position players were kind of, in the sense, screwed. I don't think there's really anybody worthy to be picked in later rounds. There really isn't. I got to look. See, this is one thing I wish I could go, instead of having to figure it out myself, I'd love to, go to recently scouted recommended draft picks and all that, stuff. I'd love if I could pick, this is projected a 3rd-round player. This guy's projected this. I'd love that. Well, maybe we just found one and Volum Tackett. Not ranked across the board. We're going to take a look at him, but I wish they had that by round. That'd be great to have. Final game here against the Rays, and we're going to win 13-4. So we take 2 out of 3 the remaining against the Sox, and then we sweep the Rays. Trout hits 2 home runs. Logan Henderson does get the win. Okay. 5 games over, but we got a tough 3-game set here against the Guardians. before we get into this game against the Diamondbacks. So Zach Gallen is on the mound. We're going to win 9-4. We won 6 in a row. Well, bases loaded here in the 10th. Ben Joyce on the mound. We're going to enter this game. You got Jose Ramirez at the plate as well. At least that's at home, so we'll have a shot just in case. But Jose Ramirez, 3 for 4 in this game. We need a ground ball. Let's see what the bullpen's doing right now. Not a whole lot. Maybe we get Will Vest going here. Yeah, we need a double play. Swings through the circle change. Yeah, look at that average in runners in scoring position this year. Pretty good at 302. We'll take that down low for a ball. Obviously, do not want a fly ball here. Looking for anything on the ground or even a strikeout. Swings through that slider for strike 2. So now we can kind of go for it here. Look for that strikeout. He will take that inside for a ball. Now, he did miss on that circle change. So let's go back to that. And he'll take that. See, nowhere to put him here. Nowhere to put him at all. And that's a grand slam. Wow. It is gone. Jose Ramirez, grand slam. Man, oh man, oh man. Well, let's put Will Vest in the ball game. That is not, that's not good. It's not good. Just got to get out of this here, and he's going to rip that for a base hit. Is that right now kind of our, you know, look at that guy in the back. He's like, come on, man. Obviously, the Mariners, A's, you got division rivalry going on, obviously. But, I mean, the Guardians took us out of the playoffs. I don't know if we'll get there or see them again. But this could be our kind of little rivalry going on because we kind of struggle against them. We'll take that up high for a ball. And he'll pop him up. Looks like it is playable behind the plate. Ohapi is there, but man, it's only 2 away. We're still not out of this yet. And that's ripped for a base hit. So the Guardians are having an inning like we just had. So Lane Thomas now to the plate. Oh, man, I think that was a strike. I think that hit the edge. I'm taking a chance here. I don't want to start out 1-0. Yeah, that was more than a strike. That ball is in there. I don't know what that call is. Oh, it's going to be foul. Completely crushed that. Not going back there. I'll take that for a ball. Okay, let's go back to that slider. Oh, not chasing. Good at bat here from Lane Thomas. Now we're going to go back up high for the fastball, and this time we'll get him. The grand slam gives the Guardians a 7-3 lead. You know what? Let's try. Let's see what we can do here. You never know. DeLauder 0 for 6 in the series. We already have a runner on base, obviously. Ricky Bradfield Jr. Start off this 10th. Still need to fix that letter, and I cannot see at all. Like our guy, I can't even see DeLauder's name. You just see the Lauder at the end. That's all you see. The white on white is not working. There's no way. There's no way that was a strike. No way. Yeah. Sorry. Not happening. I'm going to protect there. So also I wanted to talk kind of about the format going forward. I know we've had these longer videos, and seems like everybody out there is going to swing through that for strike three. Does like the longer videos. I know that's the trend with everybody out there, kind of just longer videos. Totally get it. I get it. I understand. And I know some of you out there do like the shorter videos. It's tough trying to find a balance on that. And that's going to be flown out to right. It is carrying deep, but at the wall, it's going to be brought in. So what I'm liking, I'm probably going to go forward is obviously still like the live voiceover. But if we get into full games, I will probably edit down the full games instead of showing the full thing. We'll edit it down and then go from there. I think that'll save some time, and they'll still be decent, long videos, no doubt, probably over an hour. But unless it's games like this where I'm literally jumping into and I'm playing maybe like an inning, that'll be an RBI base hit for Gunnar Henderson, keeps this game alive at 7-4. But if we get into those full games, he's got a 15-game hit streak going. It's going to be cut down, and that's, I think, what we're going to do for sure. Also, if you'd like to see more gameplay, you'd rather see me slow down and play more games in the sense, let me know. I'm all about viewer feedback. Man, that's terrible. I want to know, like, hey, how would you guys like to enjoy, these videos for sure. So always, I'm always there for feedback for sure. Because the question's going to be when we get into college football and Madden. I don't know what I'm going to do there because I don't know. I think that would get a little too much showing full games. I mean, I'll probably do live when I get to scouting. Scouting alone is probably going to be a lot of time. You can spend a lot of time scouting. Just wasn't concentrating there. And swinging a miss, strike three. That's the ball game. We're going to lose 7-4. Honestly, just setting up your board. We'll see how it differs from this year from last year. I know setting up your board every season, holy moly, it took a while. It really did. And I've seen some of your guys' suggestions on teams. Still have no idea right now where I'm heading towards that. I really don't know. So if you don't know, if you're a new subscriber here and you didn't see me play last year in college football, what I will tell you right now is what I like to usually do is I don't always pick a team that's, somebody like in the Sun Belt or, Mountain West. I'm not a fan of doing that. I just feel like those teams now, if they're going to go to a 24-team playoff, which I'm not a fan of that. But I just think it's too many teams. There's technically only like 3 teams every year that can win it. So it's just too many teams. I don't like to do that just due to the fact I never found it realistic because in reality, you're just never going to see one of those teams. I know it's a video game. I get it. It's kind of the fantasy of it. But it just, in my brain, I just cannot, it just doesn't compute. I'm like, they will never win a national championship. They will never be a 5-star program. And especially in a couple of years. Like even last year, I had a Purdue series. We got to the national championship in year number 3? We got the playoff in 2. I mean, it can happen. Look at Indiana this year. But to me, that's a Big Ten team. They have Big Ten money. They got that stuff coming in. It makes sense. With the portal, you can just gather guys and it is what it is. So I feel like if you're in the SEC, you're in the Big Ten, you're in the ACC, if you hit that portal hard, you can be a good team within a year and win. Get close to a national championship, or like Indiana, you have the right coach and you just spend money in the portal and you're good, you can win. I just don't think that's possible for a team in the Mountain West. I just don't think so. You're not going to be able to get the money or put up anybody the same like an SEC team. It's just not going to happen. The money is just not there. Unless you got some crazy backer that's like a billionaire and he's ready to put in money, that's one thing. I just don't see it. I mean, maybe that's a storyline you could go with, that we have like this billionaire guy, but, I don't know how it's going to play out because they don't do the money kind of in the portal and the whole deal. But so, first when college football was back, like I said, if you've been around, we first did Arkansas in the SEC. Last year, Purdue. Maybe we hit the ACC. Maybe. Maybe we rebuild a program that's been down. I almost was going to say Florida State, even though they were undefeated a couple years ago. But the last 2 years have just been so bad. They had the one big win last year against Alabama, and you thought, oh, okay, maybe they're back, and they just fall apart. So maybe we do an ACC tape team. I heard Virginia Tech. They got the new coach coming in there, and James Franklin. Maybe. I'm open to suggestions there as well, but that's my thinking. I'm still probably going to pick more of a, maybe we go to the Big 12, have somebody there. Maybe somebody from the American Conference could, but I just don't know. I don't know. But anyway, let's get back to the show here. Let's finish out this series here against the Guardians. Peyton Toley's back, and we're going to win 4-2. Tanner Beebe is going to the Reds. Steele Hall, number 48 prospect, going over to the Guardians. So that's a fair deal. That's pretty fair. But Peyton Toley's first game back as Gunnar hit 16, 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 earned, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. As Felix Bautista gets save number 18. His ERA now to 4.66. I'm not sure what I really like about that. And yeah, I think we get into this. We'll get into. Should we play? Yeah, Zach Gallen. We'll do the Zach Gallen game on the Sunday. But before we do that, I said it earlier, I want to look at John Marin. He's down to a 295. 295, 8 home runs. Let's let him sit there for right now. Rodriguez has the real opportunity. I think he almost deserves to go up. Let me go up to AAA really quickly here. Like Rios is struggling. Walton. So let's do this. We're going to do this right now. I think Rodriguez gets an opportunity. Where are you at here? So Rodriguez, let's send him up to AAA. Wait, Walton's playing. Yeah, okay. Let's just do this. Let's go to the lineup. Let's put him in there. And give Rodriguez a shot. So Rodriguez is going to be put in there. He's going to get a shot. Yeah. And then we just got to put somebody in here. Calabrese, yeah, that works for right now. Just at DH. Let's put in Roger Hearn, actually, one of our picks. All right, we're going to stick with that. I was thinking about mixing up the lineup a little bit here. Yeah, DePaul is at a 201 average. Yeah, the bottom of the order is just not producing. It's all top heavy right now. Like, these guys down here have to start doing something. So we're going to move DeLauder up a little bit. Let's do that. Let's move DeLauder to 6th. We're going to move DePaul all the way down to 9th. Okay, we're just trying something here. We're trying something here. So let's get into this game against Arizona. We're going to get this game right here, Zach Gallen. And Grayson Rodriguez on the mound. Remember, he got traded over to Arizona. So Bremner on the mound for us. We're going to lose 8-2. Game number 2. And we're going to lose 5-3. This is pretty much the best team in baseball. So let's get into one more scouting week here. I'm still thinking about taking these relievers in the later rounds. It just makes a whole lot of sense. It really does. He is injured, though. So he's an injured guy. He's injured. Let's take a look at Stowers. And probably let's look at Freddie Hughes. All right. We're going to be playing this game here. Zach Gallen on the mound, former team. Hold on. Let's see. Are the Diamondbacks the best team in baseball? 55 wins. No, the Red Sox are actually the best team in baseball with 57. They won 6 in a row. But the Diamondbacks are right there. They've won 5 in a row. We're trying to end this 2-game skid here against the Diamondbacks and avoid the sweep. So let's get into this game. So we can see the Diamondbacks obviously looking for the sweep. And take a look at this. Murakami at 391 over his last 6. Payne at 357. Gunnar Henderson's killing the ball. He's looking to extend an 18-game hit streak. I mean, the last 12 games, we scored 7.3 runs a game, 30 home runs. I mean, the home runs have been aplenty, that's for sure. But Zach Gallen trying to avoid the sweep here. 4-4 in the season with a 4.25 ERA, 1.29 WHIP, facing his former team. And here comes Steven Kwan, who is killing the ball. I mean, this is the best team in the majors. As Kwan just drills this back to right field, and it's gone to start off the game. Solo shot just like that. Man, 107 off the bat. He completely crushed that. I mean, Steven Kwan not known for his power, but you're going to lay a pitch right over the middle of the plate. He's going to crush it. It's gone. Man, okay. Well, now Corbin Carroll comes to the plate. He's hitting 309 so far this season. And this one is ripped in. Just going to be foul right over the line there. Third base side. 2-2 trying to put away Corbin Carroll. Leaves that hanging, and Corbin Carroll. Back-to-back shots. Man, that's way back there. That seems more than 419 feet to me. But it's gone. Well, that's a heck of a way to start a ball game. Back-to-back home runs is now Cedric Mullins, who's just been a career resurgence here in Arizona. And he swings through for strike 3, so finally getting somebody down here in this first inning. Take a look at this Diamondbacks lineup. I mean, they're very good. And they lead the National League in stolen bases as well. So they got the power, they got the speed. Pitching's been good. I mean, no wonder they are right now top of the NL West, even with the Dodgers around. 3-2 pitch ground ball there from Perdomo. And we finally get out of the first inning, but back-to-back shots give the Diamondbacks an early 2-0 lead. So on the mound for the Diamondbacks, Brandon Pfaadt. Wow, look at that ERA and WHIP. Oh, he's got to be the weak link of this pitching staff if they're playing this well. Man, I'm surprised he's still in the rotation. Honestly, I've never even thought about that. Do they take guys out of the rotation? I'd like to know that because it'd be interesting to see. I think something like that needs to happen in sports games. You know, they used to do it way back in the day in college football. If a guy was not producing in the first few quarters, they would take him out and, replace the quarterback. I think they should do that with starting pitching and with quarterbacks and kind of in Madden now. Well, Madden maybe not because of the pros. But I think in baseball, if you're not producing like that, they're going to take you out of the rotation. I'd like to know if they do that or not. As up the middle, base hit from Gunnar Henderson. Well, there's the extension of the hitting streak, so we don't have to worry about that pressure coming into later innings or anything. So we'll clear that immediately and continue the hit streak for Gunnar Henderson. So Mike Trout will come to the plate now with one away in this first inning. And we'll swing through that circle change. Trout just still having a great season at 37. 20 home runs, 54 RBI. Said right now 4th in All-Star voting. They're going to say that's strike 3, and we're going to challenge this. I think that was definitely outside, and it was. So instead of a called strike 3, that'll bring us to a 3-2 count. I think I'm going to sink Gunnar here. Because I think even if he strikes out, we can have a stolen base. As we hit this one high and deep, it is carrying to left center. It continues to carry, and it's gone. Mike Trout, number 21 on the season. And just like that, we've tied this ball game up at 2 apiece here in the first. Just continue. I don't know if we'll get up to 600 home runs. Obviously, I think he would need another season. If he goes another season, that would be definitely really cool if he goes another season. I'm just already in my mind expecting him to be retired after this season. We'll see, though. But Nicky Hoover crushes this deep to right field. Misses a home run by maybe a foot. Just missed it there, but that's going to be a 2-out double still here in this first inning. We're working over fault here. But a fly ball here in the left field, lazy one, and it's going to be caught out number 3. But at least we'll tie this ball game here at 2 apiece with the 2-run shot from Trout. All right, Enrique Bradfield Jr. has been struggling this season. 210 average, not just like last year, but this one he gets a hold of it. This one carried deep to the right field, and it's going to be brought down by Corbin Carroll. Great play out there in right field. I don't know if it would have been gone, but at least been one off the wall, and even if he misjudges that, the speed that Bradfield Jr. has, probably would have been a triple. But no, just a great play out there. As Luis Pena to the plate, has been hitting a lot better as of late. Had a great start, really tailed off, but now looks like he's getting maybe a little bit more comfortable at the plate. He'll foul away that sinker. I mean, it's all about playing time for Pena. That is the big thing. Get as much playing time as we can, but he rips this one. That's going to stay fair. And obviously with the speed he has, he's on his way to second base. Here comes the throw. Not in time. Doesn't even have to slide. We got a 2-out double once again here in the second inning. Chance to take the lead. So Murakami now to the plate to try to drive him in. But that's going to be a ground ball over to second base, and that will be out number 3. So once again, back-to-back innings, doubles can't get anything. You can see both pitchers have really settled down now here in the 5th inning. 2 apiece still. 2-2 pitch to Tyler O'Neill. Hits this one to right. This one's going to carry very deep, almost to the track, but the Lauder is there for out number 1. Yeah, after those first 2 home runs, Zach Gallen has really settled in. Looked a lot better. Looking very good. Sometimes you do have the nerves, even though you face former teams, sometimes a lot, sometimes not much. I mean, you still got to have, no matter what, how many times it is, those nerves there. But Nolan Jones goes down swinging. 3rd K of the game for Gallen. So 2 away here in this 5th inning. And right now at the pitch count, I think we can definitely bring him into the 6th inning. But that's going to be trouble. The Diamondbacks will have a 2-out double of their own. Honestly, if we would have tried to make the throw to second base, maybe it would have been close play. I don't know. He's got some really good speed. But now with Kwan to the plate, tough guy to put down. Obviously the solo shot to start off the game. Trying to put him away here. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball. Pena up with it. And there you go. All right. Don't have to worry about the double. Still remains a 2-2 ball game. And I think we're going to definitely bring out Zach Gallen in the 6th inning. I almost feel like it's a rarity when our pitchers go to 6 because it just doesn't happen too often. As this one's going to be just foul. Man, that might have missed by not too much there. But yeah, I feel like most pitchers go through 5 and that's it. 1-2 pitch. And Bradfield Jr. gets a hold of this one. Deep to right again. Looking up this time. Corbin Carroll's not going to have the room to bring down the catch. And it's going to be gone. Enrique Bradfield Jr. with the solo shot. It's going to give us the lead for the first time in this game. A 3-2 lead here in this bottom half of the 5th. Just missing that double and then crushing that one. Looking down below, I like the reports of the trade interest as Austin Hayes. It's crazy. Austin Hayes is going crazy, and like a career resurgence for Austin Hayes, who honestly, did he have that great of a career even as an Orioles fan? I don't know. And then you have Cedric Mullins, like 2 former Orioles that are probably done for. All of a sudden, they're just drawing crazy interest. But Murakami here is going to continue this 5th. That's going to be hitting to the gap, and that's going to be a 1-out double. So trying to extend the lead. And Mitch Keller down there could be an interesting trade partner as well. I don't know. Pitcher could be the thing. It could be. Already thinking about trades. All right. 3-2 pitch here to Mike Trout with 2 away in this 5th. Trout gets a hold of this one. This one carrying deep. Will it have enough? And it's going to be off the wall. Murakami's going to score, and this will be a 4-2 lead. Mike Trout having a great day with a 2-run shot, now an RBI double. 4-2 lead for us. Kobe Mayo up the middle, but what a play! Is that Perdomo out there? A fantastic play to save a run because Trout's scoring there. So instead of a 5-2 ball game, it's 4-2. Let's see if we can get out of this 6th inning the whole way without going to the bullpen. Yeah, Cedric Mullins, 20 home runs this season on deck as Corbin Carroll gets a hold of this one. This is going to be trouble. And Enrique Bradfield Jr. goes up and gets it. What a play! What a play from Enrique Bradfield Jr. I mean, if he's not hitting, there's a reason he stays out there because of this. He can just, his fielding is fantastic, speed's fantastic. What a play. Saves a home run. And also, once again, looking at the bottom line as we're going through here, I don't know if anybody just saw that, as this one could be trouble, but I think DeLauder's going to chase it down, and he's got it for out number 3. Let me go back to that here shortly. We go to the bottom half of the 8th inning, but Trent Grissom has 31 home runs right now. It said he's on pace for 72 home runs. You know, last year it was Ohtani with 64. So, I don't know. We'll see if the pace continues. 72 home runs. That's crazy to think about. But we have a nice opportunity here in the 8th inning with 2 on and 1 away. Try to extend this lead even further. As Chase DeLauder to the plate. He's really struggled this season as well. Feel like our offense has been really top-heavy. Bottom half hasn't done a whole lot. It's been a bit of a struggle. And this one has flown to center field, and that's going to be brought down. Trout's not going to move there at second base. We need a lot more production from the bottom half of our order. We really do. So Logan O'Hoppe now to the plate. He's sitting at a 228 clip right now. And he'll take that away for a ball. 3-2 pitch, runners go, and Logan O'Hoppe absolutely nukes this one to left, and it's gone. 484 feet. Wow. That might be one of the longest home runs we have hit in this game. 484. I mean, 3-2 pitch, you're probably looking for your fastball somewhere. You know, he's got to give you a pitch. We looked for it. It was middle in, perfect. 117 off the bat. Yeah, that's nuked out there. Holy, man, that's crazy. Just perfect on the barrel. And, I mean, that's crushed. Well, now we got a 7-2 lead. Man, that is just, that feels good when you get that. But a 7-2 lead will bring in Rodriguez out of the bullpen to try to finish this up. Ohtani just having another fantastic season. But, hey, the Diamondbacks playing well. That's up the middle base hit from Corbin Carroll. Almost had, I mean, he would have had 2 home runs if it wasn't for Bradfield Jr. robbing that one earlier. So he would have had a great game. Now Cedric Mullins to the plate, and he swings through that slider. Nice pitch there from Rodriguez. 1-2. Fastball away, gets him for strike 3. So 1 away here in this 9th inning. Love to not have to think about bringing anybody else in here. It's fouled away from Jeffers. 1-2. Hung that one up, and Ryan Jeffers didn't miss it. No doubter there. That is gone, man. That's way gone. 4:43, and it's a 7-4 ball game here in the 9th. We're not done yet. Brandon Donovan will be on deck. Perdomo's going to take that for a strike. Still just 1 away here in this 9th inning. 3-2. And Perdomo crushes this. That one is gone. Back-to-back shots, and it's 7-5. All right, we got some trouble here. We cannot blow this ball game here in the 9th. So we're going to Felix Bautista. Trying to close this one out, man. I did not expect this here in this 9th inning. The Diamondbacks bringing the power, but Bautista looking for save number 19. ERA elevated, but look at those averages. I mean, well below 200. He's just kind of maybe run out of some luck sometimes. 3-2 pitch, ground ball. That's going to be off the bag, and it's going to be a fair ball. He'll stay there at first base. So that is going to be a base hit. Now the tying run comes to the plate, and the power they've been doing, and now they're going to bring Ketel Marte off the bench, and look at the season he is having, also with a 16-game hit streak. You need a double play. We need I mean, I'll take a strikeout, obviously, too, but seriously, double play would work wonders. 1-2 pitch to Marte, ground ball. Yeah, play the line this time. It still hits off the bag. Would have been not much you could really do about it. 1-2. There you go, strike 3. And Martell, well, Marte, there goes his hitting streak. It's gone. As it'll be up to Nolan Jones. And he'll take that down low for a ball. Can we put him away here and hang on to this ball game? We'll foul that one away. So works it to a 2-2. See if we can put him away here. Slider gets him looking for strike 3. So somehow, some way, we hang on to the victory, 7-5. Wow, that was tougher than I expected there, but we get it and we avoid the sweep. So now we have a 10-game road trip to get into the month of July. So I think what we'll do is just sim out the rest of the month and see where it goes from there. I mean, hopefully we can. I mean, Philly's going to be tough. Boston going to be really tough. So Rogers on the mound. Chase DeLauder's out for a few days, but we win 4-2. Take the first game against the Phillies. We'll hang on for game number 2. Shane McClanahan is going to the Giants. They're going to take Kenny Vance, who is the number 6,200 overall prospect. Archie Simpson going there. They get Herter as well. So the Giants trying to make some moves. And he's 3-10 with a 6.08 ERA. We thought about signing him in the offseason, but he is going to the Giants. Final game here against the Phillies, and we're going to sweep Tyler Bremner. Look at all the home runs. Murakami, Henderson, Hoover, Huhapi, DePaula. Bremner, 6 innings, 3 hits, 8 Ks. He has been really good this season. And we end up sweeping the Philadelphia Phillies. And now we take on the best team in baseball in the Boston Red Sox. This is actually a game, probably games I'd probably want to play as well. So maybe we just stop it there, because this series against Boston before we get into the All-Star break, I think would be really good to get into. Especially, maybe see Logan Henderson. We got Peyton Tolley. This will be a really good test for us. So right at the end of the month. But we're end up now 44-36. We're 6 games out of first place. We're not out of this yet. 4 in a row. We're playing a lot better baseball. We obviously still have a wild card spot. But yeah, Boston, 60-21. Won 3 in a row, 9-1 in their last 10. I mean, they're 31-8 away. It's wild. They are a really good team. Let's take a look one more time here how everybody's doing near the end of the month. Trout leading us with 21 home runs. Murakami now up to 20. Gunnar has 17. Mayo with 14. I mean, the home runs are plenty. No doubt about it. DePaul has been disappointing. Pena has been improved a little bit lately, but still only hitting 219 with a 242 on base. 680 OPS right now. Let's take a look at the more advanced stats here. 3.1 WAR for Murakami's leading, and DePaula, Pena's right there. I don't know why he obviously says negative, but it's .00 something. But DePaula has a negative WAR at the moment. But we look Trout, Henderson at a 2.4. So I don't know. I don't know what really to do here, thinking about it. Honestly, I don't want to really send DePaula down or anything. But maybe, I mean, we could give Pena more time just to see, like move Mayo to first and then Pena there. Try that out at first. I'm going to see, actually, let's go into more advanced stats really quickly here. And let's see what DePaula is doing against lefties and righties. I want to see if there's a real difference. I think actually you can go see it in your regular stats. So 196 average against lefties, so he is very poor and not good at all. He's hitting 149 with runners in scoring position. Actually, let me go back into this really quickly because I think you can see that down here, right? Yes, you can. He's hitting 210 against righties. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe right now he's just not hitting anything, honestly. And maybe he's uncomfortable at first base. I know that's a position he has played before. That's a possibility. I don't want to really think about sending him down, but maybe we have to. I don't think there's like, we would obviously move in Pena, but is there anybody down in the minor leagues right now that really in AAA that deserves maybe to be called back up? I mean, Max Schumann could be a possibility. Tucker Flint's hitting really well. 297 average. He's got an 816 OPS right now. I mean, he's killing lefties down here. I mean, it's only 34 at bats, but he's hitting really well. So I think Tucker Flint really maybe deserves a call up. And Joshua Lugo's doing really well. So he's a possibility. I was looking at maybe Fernando Rios, but he is just struggling this season. Once again, can you stop changing and putting Gustavo Campero in there? I might have to take it. You know what I'm going to probably do here? Let's go back to this. Let's just take this off of him. I'm tired of him getting in there. I know it could be a position for him. I get it. But I just don't want that as a backup. Like, we got to stop that. It's got to be stopped. That way it doesn't get edited. But, you know, I don't really see anybody else that could go in there. Maybe Tucker Flint and maybe Lugo. But we'll see if he works it out. So let's do this against lefties. Let's just put in Pena and then play Mayo at first. Pena can play third. And we'll start from there. So he'll get in only against righties and see what he can do. But I think that's where we'll probably stop it there, because next one's going to be interesting, because we're going to get into the month of July. And it's going to be draft. It's going to be trades. It's going to be trying to make some moves to secure a playoff spot, because right now at 44 and 36, like I say, we're playing a lot better baseball. You just never know what could happen. And with the talent we have, you know, Mike Trout at 37 years old, this could be it for him. We have to at least give it a real shot of getting, you know, to a possible ALCS World Series run. That's really the goal for this season. But that is going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. Really do appreciate it. Hit that like button. Subscribe for more. I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.